Hey guys, my name is Brianna Sipple. Today is January 18th, 2017, and I have been wanting to start a video log for a few months now, but never felt it was the right time till now. So I wanted to talk to you guys about um, my journey to become a living donor. It began 5 months ago. I applied to be a donor on September 9th of 2016. Um, I There's a lot I want to talk about in this video. I feel like I wanted to create something that I could explain all the different aspects of becoming a donor, everything I'm feeling, all of the challenges, all of the amazing connections I've made with my close family and friends in experiencing this together, and my relationship with God, because I think now is the strongest I've ever been with my relationship with God. I really just wanted to talk about the journey and how far I've come in it and the emotional toll it's had on me and some of the relationships in my life. And I just really wanted to start a video log just to inspire others to listen to their calling. And if you feel that God wants you to do something and He's leading all signs in that direction to pursue something, that you should listen. I guess first I will say next week, a week from tomorrow, I have my final appointment before the ultimate decision on if I will be the chosen donor for the recipient I am trying to donate to. I believe the next day they will decide, and I will continue to make videos throughout the process and explain how I'm feeling with my decision and how I am planning to make this work with being new in my career, freshly out of college, and overall anything that could talk you out of becoming a donor that has fallen into place and showed me that God truly wants me to do this, and it's almost like He parted the ways of anything that could go wrong and prevent me from taking this leap of faith and trusting Him that this is my journey. So hopefully next week I will have more to update on that side of things, and hopefully I will know for sure if I am the chosen donor. I had read a story online shared by a close family friend that explained the recipient's journey. I learned that when I applied, she was in stage 4 kidney failure, and I believe she only had 20% kidney function left. And the day that I finally sent in my application, I learned that she went from 20% to 10% kidney function. So to me, not knowing anything about donation and being a donor, I'm skipping so many things. I'm gonna have to catch you guys up. But I assumed, since she was so unwell, that this process would be a lot quicker, and I was bracing myself at work to possibly be out for a certain amount of time if I'm trying to do this. And I've learned over the past 5 months that it takes a really long time. So if you are ever in my position and faced with the path in life that you believe you should be a living donor, just know it takes a really long time. I really did not think I would be 5 months in at this point and still unsure if I'm 100% the donor. So, I mean, I'm at the finish line. I am almost there, and it's exciting and scary, and I, I don't know, it's something I can't even explain, but I know that this is still the path I'm supposed to take. I still feel like God wants me to do this, and I want to do this to ultimately save the recipient's life. When I first read my recipient's story, I didn't know who she was. I know she was a neighbor of my boyfriend, and I've never seen her in my life, never talked to her in my life, and I still felt so connected to her story, and I felt that overwhelming pressure on my heart saying, "You're supposed to do this. Don't ask me why. I've no idea why God would want me to give my organ to somebody I don't know." But I've never felt so connected to somebody I didn't know and to a story. And I read sad things all the time, and you don't always just feel compelled to do something. But I knew I was supposed to do this. I can't explain it. I don't even know. I just never in my life have felt this overwhelming feeling that I'm supposed to do this. So when I first read the story, I'm like, do I even tell my family that I'm considering this? Do I go through with this? Do I act on this? What do I do? I felt so, I don't want to say confused, but I was scared. I was like, why am I supposed to do this? Why do I feel this overwhelming feeling in my heart to take on this journey and to follow through with what my heart was telling me. So at first it was just, I felt it and I wasn't sure whether to act on it. I didn't know my blood type. I had called my doctor's office twice to see if they knew. They weren't sure, which I don't know why your doctor's office doesn't know your blood type, but yeah, they didn't know. So I called my mom one day and I'm like, Mom, I read this story and I really feel like I'm supposed to do this. Like, I want to find out what blood type I am. I'm like shaking telling the story. And I remember she was like, I know your blood type. I'm like, you know my blood type? I didn't think my mom would know that. She has 3 kids. And she's like, yeah, Brianna, you're O positive. And I knew in that moment when she told me what blood type I was, that I was my recipient's blood type, that I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to listen to what God was putting on my heart when I read that story. Like, you're supposed to do this. And I knew right when she said it, I just started crying, and like I'm crying now, just even thinking of that moment when she told me. I knew I was supposed to do this. I knew I was supposed to try at least. I knew God said, you're supposed to try. You're supposed to see if you're her match. Like, there's not a reason that you would feel this way if you weren't. If you weren't a total stranger to this person, and she's a total stranger to me, if I wasn't supposed to try. So that's when I knew in my heart I was gonna do it, and I started to tell my family, I think I'm gonna apply. I think I'm supposed to do this. And to everybody, it was just, well, except to my dad, to everybody else, it was just like, you, like, try. They support my decision, but who knows if you'll be a match? You don't know. Like, it wasn't realistic. My dad was so concerned, but he is very much so warmed up to trusting God and his plan for me. So I probably applied in the beginning of September or so. I was just 2 months into my new career right out of college. It's probably something that to a normal person would be like, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to have to tell your brand new job that you could be out of work for a while and you're trying to do something that you don't need done, but you feel compelled to do. But I knew I needed it. I needed to listen to God and trust Him and trust my journey. So since the beginning, everything has just fallen into place and just opened straight towards the goal and the finish line, aside from the long process of becoming a donor and being told you'll hear back about your results from this test in a few days or weeks, and then waiting months to hear back, and the mental toll of ups and downs of, am I bracing myself for something? Am I, like, let me focus back on my regular life, like, and not think about it until things come up, and like having to call Penn and like get answers and etc. Other than that, every door has been wide open for me. My job was very supportive in my decision. Immediately, they said they would support me no matter what. 2 months into my new job, they said, you need time off, we'll give you as long as you need off. We 100% support you. We want you to do this. I was really scared to tell my boss, and she was so sweet and so caring, and I think everybody at my workplace has been more emotional support than I could ever put into words. I really feel like God gave me all these paths for a reason. He gave me these people, this career, this journey, everything for a reason. I really, really believe, and I trust Him, and I'm so emotional about the whole thing because I'm so passionate about knowing that He has made me to do something so big and so scary, yet not scary, because I trust Him and I trust the process and I trust the doctors and I trust everybody. I just know the ultimate goal is to give this young girl her life. I don't know how to put it any other way than She deserves to be healthy. She deserves to enjoy her new marriage, to have kids, to do anything she could have dreamed of. She shouldn't have to be sick and worry if somebody is trying to donate to her. I wish I could tell her. I don't even know her, and I wish I could be like, I am trying. People are fighting for you. I'm fighting for you. I've been trying to donate for so long, and it's just such a long process, and I trust the process and I trust the doctors. It's just so sad to think that I don't know if she's like sad. I wonder if she wonders if people are like trying to save her and trying to give her this life that she deserves, that we all deserve. I know God made me who I am. He gave me the heart I have that's way too big for my own good. I cry about everything. um, I know I am straight edge for a reason. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I'm very healthy. I take care of my body. I'm the perfect donor. And so far every test has come back and proven that to me, that this is my journey. I was made to do something more. And I know that even if there are bumps along the road or anything, that I was made to do more, and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna trust and I'm gonna take this journey, and hopefully next week I will know 100% that I am the recipient's perfect match, and then this is the next step. So until then, I will think of some more things that I wanted to talk about the process, about trusting, about everything, about the emotional toll it's had on me thus far in the journey, and I will try to log the rest of my process with you guys and just tell you, don't be afraid to. I'm not saying everybody go be a living donor, but if it's on your heart and you feel like you're supposed to do this, don't be afraid. You can trust God and trust me that everything happens for a reason. I see signs all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a sign. Like, I'm supposed to be doing this. Like, I'll wake up the morning I'm supposed to take a test, my next step in the journey, and there'll be a rainbow right when I open the door. There'll be, I'll lift up a plate in Target, and there'll be a letter, and it's a Bible verse, and who finds those things? I have found like 3 or 4 of them now. I don't know if somebody's following me around and putting these letters everywhere I go or what, but I really believe these are signs, and I'm supposed to listen to them. I'm supposed to follow them. And I'm excited about this journey, and I'm excited about sharing it with you guys. Right now, not many people know that I've made this decision. My really close family, not even my whole family, and some close friends, and now my coworkers, um, oh, some of them at least, that I work closely with, know, and I guess a lot more people will find out as I continue to log my journey, but I'm hoping that if it doesn't inspire you to do something as large as this, but it inspires you to do good, to spread love, to just do something selfless. Isn't that what this world is all about? Like, we're not supposed to be all about me, me, me. There's other people in the world, and it's time to remember that it's time to spread the love and not just fake it, to mean it. That's the one thing I'm really passionate about, is being authentic and really showing your true colors. And if you're called to be more, be more. All right, guys. So it's January 18th, and I have my next appointment on January 26th. I will be meeting with a bunch of people, the nephrologist, the kidney doctor, the kidney coordinator. I have an EKG and a few CAT scans, and I can't even remember what's next on the list, but I'm hoping the next time we speak, I will have more news for you. And that's all for today. Good night, guys. Hey guys, it is January 26th, and I just got back from my last big appointment at Penn. It went pretty well. I got my blood pressure checked a couple times and it was a bit high, so they're a little concerned. So throughout next week, I'm going to visit my local family doctor and just double check on my blood pressure and make sure that I am ultimately healthy enough to be losing a kidney to become a donor. Other than that, I think my test went really well. I know for sure my EKG came back perfect, and they did the CAT scan with and without dye, and they did a chest x-ray. So hopefully I'll hear the results from that soon and have more information to update you guys on. Mentally today, I feel a little bummed. I was really looking forward to this appointment, and I worry that my blood pressure might be too high to be a donor, which is frightening because I'm already almost 6 months into the process and really think this is my calling to do this. So I'm hoping it was just jitters, because I hate going to the hospital and I hate needles, and every single thing I had to get done today just stresses me out. So I'm hoping that my blood pressure was just pretty high from nerves, and I'm hoping it's not something more serious. So I will keep you guys updated throughout the next week. I was told I should hear back in a week, but can't trust that. So I guess we will see. But it was really nice to talk to the transplant coordinator, who will now be my point of contact. She's my advocate, so she'll always be supporting me and helping me through this journey, and always reminding me what's best for my health as well as my recipient. She doesn't know any information about her, so it's a little less biased, and she can really just advocate for me throughout this process. So I just feel a little blah, but I'm gonna say some prayers and trust God no matter what. If I'm not healthy enough, I'm not. If I am, then I know it's meant to be. So yeah, I will touch base again the next time I hear back and keep you guys along the journey with me. So I'm going to try to get out of my funk, do some work from home today, and hopefully I'll get better answers next week. All right, bye guys. This is my last video log. Today, I had a doctor's appointment, and I was scheduled to go to the doctor's a couple times this week to monitor my blood pressure, and it ended up being high again today, which I believe was stress of worrying that it was going to be high again, and just stress in general. So that really didn't make a difference, because today I got the phone call that I am unable to be a donor. And I have so many emotions and so many things in my head today, and I really wanted to do a final video log to just talk about how I feel, the end of the process, and just a couple things I jotted down to talk about. Overall, throughout this process, I really have become a different person. I have become so close to God. My relationship with Him is stronger than ever. And I still trust that I was meant to try. Like, the past 6 months almost have been mentally challenging, and I still know, no matter what, for some reason I was supposed to try. I really feel so connected to this story, and I really thought I was supposed to do this. I thought I was gonna be the match. There's no other way to say it. I thought God was telling me that you are this person's match and you are meant to do this, and I had to try. So no matter what, now that I've found out that I'm still a great match, but myself, I might as well just talk about why I wasn't chosen. So I got a phone call from the nurse today. So my high blood pressure was alarming to the nephrologist, the kidney doctor. I don't believe I have high blood pressure in general. I just really think it was the stress and anxiety of going to the hospitals and all the testing I had to get done over these past 6 months. And I'm just terrible with needles and everything. So I really think that's what made my blood pressure high. And I was also turned down because of my age, which I'm like fighting myself with. Like, it's frustrating. I understand that they want to protect me too, that my life is important, and I know the doctors know best, and I know they say they don't usually accept young donors because they don't know where I'll be 40, 50, 60 years down the road if I were to give away a kidney. And we have studies that are much shorter than that because usually people that donate are middle age. So I know that was a huge factor, and I know the fact that I've never had children yet, and they were concerned about preeclampsia and the risk of high blood pressure and having children. So I know that's all at risk, and I know that I was turned down for a reason, even though I still feel so strongly about the whole situation. I trust them, and I trust that they're looking out for my health. I am just so frustrated because they knew my age in the beginning. They knew the first time they checked my blood pressure how nervous I was and that it was high for a reason. And I don't wish they told me in the beginning like it was a waste of time, because it wasn't. I just wish for my heart's sake that they told me in the beginning, because I really thought I was meant to, and I was at the last stages in the whole process. Really thought I was supposed to save this person. So if it's taught me anything, it's taught me to listen to whatever God is telling you. If He's telling you to try to do something, try. And it might not be for the outcome I was hoping to save this person, but it might be to inspire someone. I know a few of the girls at my work today wrote to me and just said that no matter what, even though I tried, I really changed them and I inspired them, and that really hits me because I know my purpose in life is to do good and be good, and if I can change one person and inspire them or encourage someone or do anything good from this process, I hope that it does. I hope it encourages you, and even though it's not the outcome, I still believe that good can come from this and from the journey because I've gone through it now. I wrote this at the end of my little notes I jotted down that I wanted to cover, that I really want, if people are going to see this, and I'm going to make myself vulnerable and tell those people that haven't known what I was trying to do for the past 6 months, if I can't get to do the ultimate outcome of giving my kidney to save this person's life, then I know I believe in the power of prayer, and you guys may not know who I'm speaking of, and guess what? I don't even know the person that I was trying to donate to, but I still feel so connected to her and her story after reading it almost 6 months ago, and I really ask for you all to say a prayer for her. I pray that she finds a better donor, somebody that's the right person if I wasn't. Pray that she isn't suffering for much longer and she finds relief and comfort and gets to live a long, healthy life and have a family and children, and but also to pray for everyone who's waiting on an organ, everyone who's on a donor list, everyone that needs prayer. Just take a second out of your day and just realize we're not the only people in this world. There's people out there who have it so much worse than us, and that's all I can ask for anyone to do from this experience, is to pray for her and pray that she finds her perfect donor. And I really can't thank the people in my life enough that have supported me through this decision. It sucks because I'm sad that what I thought I was supposed to do can just be taken away from, I don't want to say they're little things, but they're things that I feel like we could have looked into further and tested me further, but I know everything happens for a reason, and I trust God, and I know there's a reason why I wasn't picked. But I just really hope that putting my journey out there will inspire somebody to do anything. Just stand up for yourself, what you believe in. If doing something that most people wouldn't support you for, or your family questions you, if you know it's truly good and you know you are called to do this, try. But overall, I keep wandering off of my train of thought. I can't thank the people in my life enough that have been there for me throughout the journey. I really can't. Coming to all the doctor's appointments with me, holding my hand and all the blood tests, and taking trips to Penn, and I thought my support team was small, but it doesn't matter how small your team is, as long as they're the right people and they're the good people that'll be there for you. Even the people at my work I haven't even known that long, and they have been there for me like no other, to support me and encourage me. That if people might think that it's crazy, they didn't. They really encouraged me and prayed for me and walked with me in the journey. And yeah, I'm really grateful. My family, my boyfriend, his family, my friends. Thank you for trying with me, even though we didn't get to accomplish what I set out to. I really hope if you guys could say a prayer and just acknowledge these people in your lives and their families, and just remember that people need your prayers and there's more. You can be more, do more. Just remember that. I guess this is the end of my last video log. Thanks for listening if you actually make it to the end of this. And God bless everyone.